Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University and Avengers 689. This is part 12 of 16. And just, yeah, the cover, that happens. Guys, I'm particularly fun. I just also talked about, I don't know which one I'm going to put up first, but the Dark Knight's Metal issue number 6 of 6. What you see on that cover actually happens also, which is cool. I'm always happy when that happens. I hate it. I hate it when I see a cover of a comic book and whatever happens there doesn't actually happen in the comic book. So digging this very much made me happy. The story itself, for the most part, is fantastic. Everything about this comic book is fantastic. Just I'm like falling over myself reading how sick this story got at one point. And then when the Hulk finally gets, he of course busts through the safe. He fights all of the Avengers. He almost kills Simon Williams, which Wonder Man says, like, you can't permanently kill me. I'll always come back. Well, it's interesting that that's the exact same thing that was told to the Hulk not too long ago. Maybe Hulk should become a pacifist in the meantime. He gets through, and he gets to the pyramid. The trick is, he really puts one heck of a hole in the controller's plan, because no way, man. Like, it jacks him up bad. And it's funny because neither of the Grandmaster's thinking, oh, I won. But unfortunately, what is that? Was that the Goodfellas? He's like, your bud, they've been snitching. You know what I'm saying? Your friends, they've been bragging. Yeah, well, Grandmaster's daughter, Voyager, she starts bragging. And he's like, okay, daughter, like mentally, daughter, shh, shh, shh. But she talks out loud and she reveals everything that the Grandmaster was planning on doing. And the controller is watching the whole thing. He's like, whoa, you cheated? This wasn't strategy or anything. You flat out cheated, man. That was kind of messed up. So, a brand new game is suggested. The trick is that the controller has his own idea of what he's going to be doing, his own plan for a game. I don't know where this is going to go next because it's wicked. But I do see the covers coming up, and I'm surprised at... Here, just for the sake of conversation, here's the covers. Next one up, okay, I'm not sure what that means. Not sure what this one means entirely. This one, however, I'm surprised... okay, good. This is just Captain America 700. I don't want to show you the last page reveal because it's not really a reveal. I don't want to show you the last page because that signifies something, wow. But anyway, we'll find out. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give this comic book an A-. This was a really fantastic comic book, but I borderlined on gave it a B+. Everything that I told you about this comic book is true. It's a great comic book. I'm definitely enjoying it, but you hear something in my voice, right? The Hulk battle. He was fighting a lot of the strongest Avengers. And what happened? I wasn't impressed. Look, it wasn't just the art. It was a lot in here. Like, the art is fantastic. The writing is great. But it's kind of hard to write a battle scene. Now, look, I'm a huge fan of R.A. Salvatore's Driz Duorden books, where those battle scenes are just... And R.A. Salvatore, Bob Salvatore, is a former boxer. I think he was Golden Gloves, and when he writes a battle scene or a fight scene, it's amazing. If I'm reading a military history book, I'm former military, and that right there, that's a great battle scene. Green Lantern this week is an amazing fight between Hal Jordan and Zod. I was about to stand up. I was so like, whoa, with how good that fight scene was. I had to stay subdued because I was reading it in the comic book store waiting for somebody. But like, whoa. This fight scene, here's the Hulk. He's back. And he's more methodical than anything else. Look, if that was the plan, you got it. You nailed it because he was more. It kind of reminded me a little bit of shades of Joe Fixit, but this isn't Joe Fixit. This is the Immortal Hulk, And the adverts that kept coming out for this kept on saying over and again ad nauseum, ad infinitum, that, hey, guess what? He's what does it say? He's madder than ever. Now, what does mad translate to the Hulk? Stronger than ever. I was not impressed. And I was expecting to be impressed, but I was not impressed with this fight with the Hulk. He would talk, and then he would do a punch, and he would say a little something, and he would like talk you down, and then he'd punch you. And it's like, I'm expecting him to tear off half of the freaking building, to rip the safe off of the freaking wall, and bash somebody with it. I wanted to get hyped for this, and that did not happen. That was kind of a letdown. It's kind of a letdown. So you saw a very subdued Immortal Hulk here. Now, the only reason why I'm not completely trashing this, and I don't mean the comic book was great. The reason why I couldn't trash the Hulk's actions in here is because they have also been saying that the Immortal Hulk is not going to be your typical Hulk story. It's going to be more of a horror story. So I'm thinking more Solomon Grundy than Doomsday, you know? So if that's going to be the case, I need to see more of it. I didn't see enough here to really get a feel for what that comic is going to be like. And reading that comic, it may justify the actions and the way, or the inactions of the Hulk. But I was expecting a madder than ever, hence stronger than ever Hulk, who's just going to come in, and his eyes were glowing and everything, but he was very calculated. And I have to say it again, I loved what he did to completely tip the battlefield. Nobody expected. I didn't expect it. When he did what he did, I'm like, oh, well, that's new. But I didn't get the Hulk that I was expecting out of this. And that doesn't get to come to fruition until Immortal Hulk, hopefully issue number 1. But yeah, he did turn back into Banner in this, which means that he's got a lot more control than I expected. But there is an actual separation right now between the Hulk and Banner. So there are aspects that I want more of. We're just going to have to see what happens here. Anyway, this review went long enough as it is. All right, guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.